man? What's up, No Limit Game, man? We back with another banger reaction, shorty, man.
You wanna go up too? Let's do it. And if you up that pipe, go shoot it. And a life eraser, man. Taking these drugs that cover my pain since my life been ruined.
Yeah. Chicago's deadliest spring. 14 gang members was killed from April through May, shorty. Do your homework on from April through May. 14 gang members, shorty. Now that's crazy. Do your homework on that. Tap in, like, comment, subscribe after this video, because you know we about to bang it out.
Chicago has already recorded 152 homicides, 56 of them occur in April and May alone, continuing a grim legacy of gang killings on both the west.
Hold on, bro. 156 already? What's today? June 9th. Woo! These niggas ain't
Chicago
playing.
has already recorded 152 homicides, 56 of them occur in April and May alone, continuing a grim legacy of gang killings on both the west and south sides. Through the first 4 months of 2025, there were 116 murders, marking a 24% decline compared to January-April 2024, when homicides totaled 153 during the same period. While those numbers reflect notable progress, Chicago is on pace to finish under 500 murders for the first time in over a decade. The human toll remains staggering. Each victim lived a life cut short, often with little warning and even less justice. For context, Chicago's 2024 homicide rate was 21.4 per 100,000 residents.
Look at this, bro. Like, gunshots, other nigga. What's that? Male ratio. You know that. You know who that be. Like, bro. Damn. Somebody shot every 5 hours is crazy. A person's murder every 22 hours is crazy, bro. Do your homework on that.
Progress. Chicago is on pace to finish under 500 murders for the first time in over a decade. The human toll remains staggering. Each victim lived a life cut short, often with little warning and even less justice. For context, Chicago's 2024 homicide rate was 21.4 per 100,000 residents, 581 murders citywide, far above the national average and driven in large part by entrenched gang conflicts. As you prepare to meet the 12 gang members who died between April and May, each name etched in headlines and heartbreak, remember that these statistics represent real lives lost to street wars that show no sign of abating, even in a year that should have been one of the city's quietest in recent memory. Before we get started on this video, make sure you go check out my website that's in the description, where I post viral videos daily. And plus make sure you like the video and share it with someone to spread the violence awareness. The early morning of April 3rd, 2025 brought unexpected news as Jaden Vernon, better known on the streets as Jado, passed away from a heart attack at 21. Vernon was affiliated with the SA Landlord Gang, a known faction within Chicago's complex gang landscape. Although his death was not violent, Jado's passing marks a significant moment for those connected to the SA crew. On April 9, 2025, 27-year-old Jamaris Nair Jones, known as JJ, was fatally shot in a drive-by shooting outside a church in the Austin neighborhood. At approximately 4:10 p.m., he was standing on the sidewalk with a female around LMG and KP Gang Hood in the 300 block of North Cicero Avenue near a local church. A gray vehicle approached and an occupant opened fire. Jones sustained multiple gunshot wounds and was
Oh my God, shorty. And then these niggas getting up out of there, shorty. Do your homework on getting up out of there with no mask on, nigga. Like, okay. Like he said, this is from April to May. Look at this nigga. Look at these niggas. If y'all gonna do a crime, at least do it right. These niggas just crashing, bro. Like, these niggas, bro. I don't even know what to say about these niggas, bro. I really ain't got nothing to say about these niggas. Just
approached and an occupant opened fire. Jones sustained multiple gunshot wounds and was transported to Mount Sinai Hospital.
Niggas got no mask on. This nigga even got no shirt on, bro. And the other nigga hot in his head with the... Hell nah, bro. Get these niggas out of here.
Where he was pronounced dead at 4:40 p.m. A 25-year-old woman accompanying him was also injured, suffering gunshot wounds to her leg and buttocks. She was hospitalized in fair condition. Jones was affiliated with the MNA, Maniac North Austin faction, also referred to as MPAT gang. This gang operates primarily in the Austin area and is part of the larger Maniac Latin Disciples network, which has a significant presence in Chicago. The MPAT gang was reportedly established in honor of a member known as Impact, who was killed in 2016. The MNA faction has been involved in ongoing conflicts with rival gangs, including the DCG, Division City Gang, contributing to the cycle of violence in the area. On April 15, 2025, Jermaine Porter, known as Coolio, was fatally shot in the 700 block of North Spalding.
Everybody in Chicago getting their ass dead. So I advise you niggas to run up some money somehow, some way, and get up out of there, because any longer you stay there, you go get your ass dead, shorty. They had 156 murders already. We only hit June. Chat. We only hit June, chat. Do your homework on getting up out Chicago.
Into the cycle of violence in the area. On April 15, 2025, Jermaine Porter, known as Coolio, was fatally shot in the 700 block of North Spalding Avenue in Humboldt Park while standing in Spalding Boys' hood. Witnesses reported that an unknown vehicle pulled up near Porter's location and at least one unidentified suspect exited the vehicle and opened fire. Porter was struck multiple times and was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities have not released any information about possible suspects or motives, and no arrests have.
And then if you think about it, they don't be killing these niggas for no reason. They had to do something. But sometimes it be no reason, because you could be part of niggas' gang and you ain't never did nothing to nobody. You just grew up from that hood, so I mean you in it, so and then the niggas will kill you for that. That shit crazy. So do your homework on getting killed for living in that block. You hear me?
Have been made. Porter was affiliated with BTBG, Billionaire Trap Boys Gang, a faction within the West Boulevard Money Gang, WBMG Alliance, primarily active on Chicago's west side. In the early hours of April 20th, 2025, 3 men were shot inside a residence in Loon City Hood in the 7200 block of South Paxton Avenue in Chicago's South Shore neighborhood. Officers responded around 2:40 a.m. after hearing gunfire and found the victims inside the home. Among those shot were 37-year-old Devontae Strickland, known as Paw Paw, and 31-year-old Derek Harris, known as Heavy. Both were transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where they were pronounced dead. A third man, aged 24, was shot in the right arm and taken to Christ Medical Center in Oak Lawn in good condition.
And you see all these pictures they got of these niggas is when they was in jail. You see all the niggas that's in the streets dying, right? You see all the niggas that's in the streets dying, right? Get up out of there, shorty. The streets gonna leave you where he at right now. Lock up or dead, nigga. This is literally like Chicago. Literally, give you like the rundown on the damn streets, shorty. On gangbanging, shorty. You either go there, or you go be dead as hell, shorty. Do your homework on dead as hell.
The motive remains unknown and no arrests have been made. The case is under investigation by Area 1 detectives. Strickland and Harris were affiliated with Sane Gang, a faction within the Lamont Money Gang LMG Alliance. Sane Gang operates primarily on Chicago's west side and has been involved in various criminal activities and conflicts with rival gangs. In the early hours of April 28, 2025, 26-year-old Elliot Scott, known as Scotty, was set on fire while sleeping in an apartment in Sino City Hood. He was found.
And you would think Chicago niggas will only shoot you or stab your ass. These niggas that come set you on fire too, shorty. Do your homework on getting set on fire. Bro, getting set on fire is crazy, bro. Like, actually, forget your homework. Do your research on getting set on fire, nigga. That's crazy.
Found deceased following the fire in a South Shore apartment building located at 7224 South Evans Avenue. Emergency crews responded to the scene around 2:30 a.m. and discovered Scott's body inside the apartment. The cause of the fire and the circumstances surrounding his death remain under investigation.
The South Shore neighborhood over an earlier fire, and we understand from authorities that this actually was a deadly fire at this apartment building in the 7800 block of South Shore. A 27-year-old man was found inside one of the apartments on the 3rd floor. He was found, it was pronounced dead rather at UFC.
Yo.
So the Chicago Fire Department is now investigating this earlier.
And don't they got cameras like in the stairways and shit, bro? Cause I swear they getting niggas caught a little bit now, just a little bit. And they ain't doing too much in Chicago, just a little bit. They catch you here and there, especially the niggas that be telling on themselves. Cause 9 times out of 10, you could just go into social media and these niggas got what they did on their song or what they did on their story. That's not op, or you know.
Apartment fire.
Scott was affiliated with the Flipside gang, a faction operating primarily in Chicago's South Shore neighborhood. Flipside is known to be involved in various criminal activities and has a history of conflicts with rival gangs in the area. On the morning of April 29th, 2025, 32-year-old Armonte Alexander, known as Monte, was fatally shot inside Sanford Foods, a grocery store located in the 500 block of North Laramie Avenue in Chicago's Austin neighborhood. Around 11:35 a.m., a masked gunman entered the store, walked directly to the back where Alexander was working near the meat counter, and opened fire. Alexander sustained gunshot wounds to the head and body and was transported to Mount Sinai Hospital, where he later died. The assailant, possibly accompanied by another individual.
Yo, like, bro, this shit get crazy in Iraq, nigga. You better pay attention to the Iraq, nigga. When you go out there, you better just go get some food, nigga. I don't know what you chilling around these blocks for. You don't need to be nowhere. You don't need to be looking, nigga. Take your ass to go get some food and get up out of it. They ain't got nothing for you, nigga.
Walked directly to the back where Alexander was working near the meat counter and opened fire. Alexander.
Damn, nigga, you can't even be working nowadays, nigga. You can't even be working nowadays. Soon as you go get you a job, them niggas go fire you down at your spot, shorty. Soon as you get you a job, you think about to get you some money, nigga. You away from the ops, ain't nobody seeing you. Who
the
Who?
fuck do you think you
Nigga,
are?
them niggas found you. Actually, they ain't found you. Somebody that's working there or somebody that go there and gave up the drop. Gave up the drop. So do your homework on giving up the drop to the ops, shorty. Somebody probably worked there or something, told him, oh, yeah, you know, this he in this joint. He working here, you know. Nigga got getting touched up.
Sustained gunshot wounds to the head and body and was transported to Mount Sinai Hospital, where he later died. The assailant, possibly accompanied by another individual, fled the scene in an unknown direction. Alexander had been employed at Sanford Foods for approximately 3 weeks. According to the store manager, the shooter did not demand money or take anything, suggesting that Alexander was specifically targeted. Alderman M.
Yep, nigga, you gonna get caught, nigga. What's wrong with you? Nigga thought he got away with that, John, nigga. Nigga thought he got away. Get your time, man.
In an unknown direction. Alexander had been employed at Sanford Foods for approximately 3 weeks. According to the store manager, the shooter did not demand money or take anything, suggesting that Alexander was specifically targeted. Alderman Emma Mitz of the 37th Ward confirmed that investigators also believe the attack was deliberate. Alexander was a father of 3 children. Alexander was affiliated with Wicked Town, a faction of the Black Disciples gang operating primarily on Chicago's west side. The group has been involved in various criminal activities and conflicts with rival gangs in the area. About 4 days later, on May 3rd, 2025, 24-year-old Arlante Harrison, known on the streets as Tysky, was fatally shot during an altercation in Chicago's Austin.
Yep. My bad, Chad, for pausing. Somebody whooped his Somebody whooped his ass, shorty. Cause that nigga eye was open in the next picture. The nigga eye was open. It went from this to this, nigga. Do your homework on this, nigga.
Known on the streets as Tysky, was fatally shot during an altercation in Chicago's Austin neighborhood. Around 1 a.m., Harrison was walking on the sidewalk in the 5000 block of West Quincy Street with his girl in KMG Hood when he was approached by a male suspect. An argument ensued between the two, escalating into a physical confrontation. The suspect then pulled out a firearm and shot Harrison in the chest. Emergency responders transported Harrison to Mount Sinai Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 1:32 a.m. No arrests have been made, and Area 4 detectives are investigating.
My bad. Damn, I thought he was done talking, but nigga, you see how it's everybody that went to jail, bro? Everybody that's got behind on that jail wall. You see that, right? It's like these niggas ain't got nothing to live for. Like, what is wrong with you niggas? Y'all niggas act like y'all really just here for one thing. These niggas be dumb as hell. Little brain out
The incident. Harrison was affiliated with GHSM, Goonie Hillside Mafia, a gang operating primarily in Chicago. On May 10, 2025, a targeted shooting occurred in Chicago's Edgewater neighborhood, resulting in the deaths of 2 men and injuries to a third. The incident took place around 1:20 a.m. in the 6300 block of North Broadway, outside the Pork Chop restaurant. According to police reports, gunmen exited a vehicle and opened fire, discharging at least 50 rounds at the victims. The assailants then fled the scene in a vehicle. The victims were identified as 31-year-old Rashawn Vance, known as Munna Duke, and 28-year-old Daryl Givens.
Yeah, I seen that joint about both of them because I reacted to the joint about Munna Duke. This is crazy, bro. You see how it's all the gangbangers dying, bro. You see, he ain't got no innocent niggas that ain't in nothing, because in Chicago, I don't think you can be innocent in that joint, nigga. Everybody gotta do something in that joint. Do your homework on something, nigga.
At the victims. The assailants then fled the scene in a vehicle. The victims were identified as 31-year-old Rashawn Vance, known as Munna Duke, and 28-year-old Daryl Givens, known as Youngin. Vance sustained a gunshot wound to the chest and was transported to Weiss Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 3:49 a.m. Givens suffered multiple gunshot wounds to the body and was taken to St. Francis Hospital in Evanston, where he was
and the killer had Munna Duke chain, shorty. The killer had Munna Duke chain flexing. I wonder if they got that nigga.
Pronounced dead at 2:34 a.m. A third victim, a 36-year-old man, was shot in the back and transported to Evanston Hospital, where he was listed in fair condition. Vance was an alleged leader of the O-Block gang, a faction of the Black Disciples, and had been identified in a federal racketeering trial as a key figure in the organization. He was also known for his association with the late rapper Davon King Von Bennett. Givens was also affiliated with O-Block. Following the shooting, the city issued a summary closure of the Pork Chop restaurant under an ordinance that allows for the closure of businesses deemed to pose a public safety threat.
Yo, that's messed up, shorty. So if that's the case, why don't they shut down every restaurant in Chicago if that's the case? Because anywhere it could get cracking like that. Why ain't they shut down the spot where Duck died at? Because anywhere it could get cracking out there, nigga. They messed up business because the nigga died. It's crazy, bro. They messing up business out there, bro. I'd have been sick. My business getting messed up, nigga, because y'all niggas keep killing. I told them niggas go shut down everybody else's business too, nigga, because it keep happening everywhere else.
2025, 26-year-old Pierre Moore, known as Pierre or Dre, was fatally shot in Chicago's near West Side neighborhood. The incident occurred around 1:30 a.m. in the 200 block of Southwestern Avenue. According to reports, he was walking in Mont Blanc Hood when a dark-colored SUV pulled up and 5 individuals exited the vehicle, opening fire on Moore. He sustained multiple gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspects fled in the SUV and no arrests have been made. Area 3 detectives are investigating the case.
You see how these niggas don't get caught after doing them crimes? That's why it happens so much. These niggas know they think it's like Chicago, it seemed like it's a 50-50.
Moore was affiliated with the 757 gang, specifically the Rock Nation faction. On the evening of May 17, 2025, 24-year-old Control Boone, known as Juju, was fatally shot in the 14,700 block of Evers Avenue in Dayton, Illinois.
Damn.
According to reports, Boone was near a village park when he was struck by gunfire. He was transported to a local hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Details regarding the circumstances of the shooting, including potential suspects or motives, have not been disclosed.
And it looked like all the crash outs getting fucked up out that job. That's why if you're a crash out, bro, you better get out of Chicago because you're going to be right where everybody else at. Doing homework on that. Like, comment, subscribe. You know we got bangers coming. You better stay tapped in or you going to be late. You better stay tapped in or you going to be late, shorty. You know how we get. We up out this, y'all.